Hey folks, I'm CPC Gamer, and welcome to the stream! Well, come on in, Rixus, Empirical, and Grim. Thank you for the look there, Grim. Because Grim's going live also. She received something from a viewer today, and we're gonna see what that is. They're gonna see what that is. I'm over here, getting ready for Fatal Frame. Hell yeah. So Empirical Woodland mentioned that, this can't be the last one, because I'm not playing Sortie. And the reason is, I don't know if this is going to be the last one. Like, I joked a little bit about it in the last stream there, but if you look on the left-hand side, last drop. Okay, cool. So why do I have, like, a bit more to scroll down? I don't know. Figure it out. So it is my intention to get to that today. We'll see. This goes kind of long. Caught up in the madness of Mount Hikami, Yuri, Miyu, and Ren all make their way there, each for their own reasons. A heavy fog descends, as if to snuff out all hope of escape. Now, bear with me a second, because what I'm going to do... We're just going to top this up a little bit, yeah? Nice. Don't mind me. There will come a point in tonight's stream where I'm going to need chat to make a decision for me. I don't know when, but I'll let you know. The glow of the dark sun fades away, and the sleeping girls regain consciousness. The mountain calls to our three protagonists. Their individual mysteries await resolution. Either way, this is very likely going to be the last piece of Fatal Frame content on my channel. Which is weird to think, unless they come up with Fatal Frame 6. But I feel like we have reached the limit of hideous things we can do to women in this series. So, like, let's not. You know?
Stay away. There's nothing here for you.
I very much enjoy the series in terms of some of the designs and the gameplay, but like, no, it is vitally important to the plot that they suffer. Like, come on.
I'm not sick anymore. 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 I can see things that no one else can.
I forgot how hard this game flashed back to itself.
Ever since my family died, images of death that only I could see. I could feel them surrounding me. And since then, death has been by my side. That's how I knew where I needed to go. I've been standing at this precipice. Thinking about whether I should take that final step.
It opens. Accept me.
I wonder why that one wasn't subtitled. Thank goodness my hat is okay. The door's open. The shrine on the water. It's calling me. It's waiting for me. I must go. It's my diary. The doctor at the hospital said I should keep one. That I should record my thoughts, dreams, things I could see and hear, and write them down to read later after I'd calmed down. In the end, he still didn't believe me. I dreamt of a shrine maiden, of becoming a shrine maiden. She lifted her blindfold and glanced at a dying man, then covered her eyes and wept. I didn't cry. I didn't even cry when Hisoka stopped me from jumping. Hisoka cried, though. I wonder when I last cried. As a child, I used to cry at the sunset. Now, when I see the sunset, I just stare, transfixed. It feels like I'm melting away, being called away to the other side. Click, well, come on in. And Grim has redeemed a compliment. Grim, your compliment is that you have very good chat skills. And it's really, really good hanging out in your streams. Because rather than being the stream personality, hey, chat, smash that like button, you're just like, hey everyone, how's it going? Let's talk about today. Here's what I did today. What did you do today? And it is... I've described it as a game of tennis with regards to certain other streamers, and you're very good at playing tennis. It's a book about an old legend. It looks like it was written by the folklorist Keiji Watarai. They say on Mount Hikami, the Shadow Spring is here, but it is on the other side. It is a curious saying. It must mean that the spring is both of this world, and yet not of this world. The black water flows from the Shadow Spring. Within it lies the underworld itself. For centuries, the Shrine Maidens have protected the Shadow Spring, believing it to be a bridge between worlds. Tales abound of such bridges. Are there people all over the country protecting these bridges as Mount Hikami does, by drowning Shrine Maidens? Perhaps Osei Kurosawa, the last immortal flower, was one such sacrifice. Huh. The radio's calling out for help, like from the mountain. That's pretty clever. Actually, I do like it. Grim, you are very, very welcome. I am genuine and sincere when I say these things, and that's one of the reasons why you see me lurking around in chat a lot.
But it is on the other side.
Aw, I thought I was going to get ambient clock noise as it loaded. Yeah, type 14 out there. Right, let's go! So this is one of the things I feel, kind of devalues some of the game mechanics. Like, okay, sure, have this wet-dry mechanic, where I get rained upon, and that attracts evil, but I can avoid this. But, like, you take it away from me in the final chapter. And yes, I get it. I'm the one, chat, who talks all the time about how horror works really, really well when you give the player a toy and a tool, and they get used to relying on it, and then you take it away. That's good horror. At this point, it does not feel like good horror. I'm not sure why. Alright, now, there's usually somebody in this pool. I know there is when you first come here. Water flowing from the rocks is pooled here, forming a small pond. I like this area, by the way, this little nook. in this little pond. I like it. It's one of my favorite areas in the game. Can't put my finger on why. I just sort of like it. Tried to move with the wrong stick there. I keep forgetting what my controls are. It's a really good start to the game. Oh, she's down here. Hello. But you're not. You're not. There you go. You remember earlier I mentioned Hiyori has a really uncanny face? There it is. And it's one of the few good examples, to my mind, of this game utilizing some of the more questionable mechanics where I am concerned. Like I've mentioned, I don't like how wobbly certain characters are in this here game. She has jiggle physics on her face. Why did I shoot that? Good question. Oh. So yeah, Hiyori has jiggle physics on her face, so occasionally when you catch her as she falls, it just goes wild because you're not supposed to catch it mid-motion like that, and the game freezes it as it's going. I don't know. It's wild. It's awkward to look at. It's incredibly uncanny. Are you done? Alright, she's done. Your turn. I was kind of hoping you were done, so I could leave. Alas. Let's go for one of those, shall we? I don't have crush power ready to go yet, but I'll go for one of those. That reminds me, yeah, Empirical, I saw that OSW have announced their new story arc going forwards. Kind of interested to see it. They are looking at some of the Ruthless Aggression era of WWE specifically, and that was about when I dropped off. So it'll be interesting to see what sort of stuff I miss and who this young upstart John Cena fellow is. I wonder if he has much of a future. Well, thank goodness I got herbal medicine from that. Golly, I'm not going to use it. I already did. Yeah, 61. 14. Just in case I find stuff that I need to take pictures of. It is currently non-hostile. Yeah? Yeah. I wonder, will you dry me off? Just like ambiently? Probably not, right? Nah, you just... a lit lantern. That's fine. Purifying embers. This way. way! I know what I'm doing. Do I? Okay, I don't have my Type 0 film yet. That's unfortunate. There we go. These ghosts are very grabby tonight, or I'm very bad at it. This is not how Toem went. Golly, could you imagine? Oh no, suddenly this sweet, beautiful game is all about actual hostile ghosts. Not the cute, spooky kind who like a hat. That old man dropped this text. They're all dead. I'm alone at last. I cannot die a proper death, but that doesn't matter. That one thing is mine. It is mine alone. I crushed them all. I took back what they saw, what they stole from me. Now there is no one left to see what I am and what I've done. I can die alone. Okay. Didn't I just do that? Alright. Try it again. Go on. There's one of these, which may be this one. Pretty sure I can just leave. But I'm not going to. We're going to fight this ghost. And, see what happens. Huh. That's a really interesting, sort of sideways tutorial of sorts, isn't it? That ghost wasn't dead, but I was able to use Fatal Glance to get rid of it. My goodness, what could that mean? Probably nothing. Moving on. Now, for me, right, my suggestion that I should look at some of the Ruthless Aggression era was a friend of mine was really into ECW. And, oh man, this fella, RVD, you gotta check out this fella, RVD, those flips. And, yeah, actually, Rob Van Dam, really good wrestler. And, but then, like, he also brought, like, Sandman with him, who sort of, I don't know about that. I don't think they were into WWECW. They liked ECW the product. By and large, because it was the hardcore division taken to a ludicrous extreme. They were the ones who liked garbage brawling. Oh, I'm pretty sure there's an Easter egg around here. Where's my map? There's my map. Okay, I think, is it this way? Yeah, it's that way. I'm going to ignore all other distractions, and I'm going to go this way. Ooh, distraction. how I'm going to do that thing that I just said. And I think it's because he got that that PS1 game. You know, the one, like, the ECW game on PS1 that everyone liked who played it. And that's what got him looking into the show, and the show was very much, oh man, what are we gonna do next? Okay. We are gonna go this way. For literally no reason, you can go over here to the entrance to Mount Hikami Little Road Tunnel. Isn't that cool? Yeah, I think Hardcore Revolution is the one. Isn't Dusty in that? I know he's in one of the ECW games. And then if you come over here to this telephone, it starts ringing. And then if you go to answer the phone, hey, what's up? Remember what I said about this here ghost? I said she's a 10, but like in feet. No, what she does in folklore is she calls to you like with the voice of your parents and loved ones. And she has the ability to like manipulate electronics. So like here, she's the one who was she set the phone call going. And because that was a rough one, wasn't it? And because we went and answered the phone, well, now she's here to fight us. That's how you get the fatal glance on the tall woman, by the way, by doing that. Hello? I don't recognize you. That was a bit of a waste, wasn't it? Seriously, who's this ghost? Normally, this is where I start talking about the law and who everyone is. Like I mentioned Hiyori earlier. But, nope, she's new to me. Right, are you done? You're done. I can focus on you. I'm pretty sure I fought you because I've done this Easter egg before. The Easter egg is come to answer the phone. Come to answer the phone and a tall woman tries to fight you. Huh. There you go. Anyways, that's why you want to come down here, because you got some Type 0 film. You're going to need that. You're going to want that. You're going to need it. Alright, let's continue back on the path I'm supposed to be taking, because you can't actually answer the phone. There's nothing this way. It's just a phone that doesn't work. With a ghost in it, did I just jump? Yes, but not audibly, so it doesn't count. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. And yeah, so Kosaka between streams has been sending me little clips. Here's the timeline of this game. Here's the timeline of the series. Here's facts about this character and that. I think that's pretty cool. I do like lore dumps. That's why I make a point of doing it in my own streams. Actually, wait. Yes, I do know who that person is. the female ghost there, she's one of the ones who was pushed from the ledge of the hot springs. I just don't recall seeing her there. Alright, where am I going? I am going... Do you know what I'm gonna do? Ghost powers, yes, follow the spooky ghost.
It's calling for you.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to fight for Yuhi now, aren't I? I'll bet you I am. Touch. Touch, 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 touch. Why are you just not picking up controller inputs today, game? What's going on with that?
I will glance into your soul. Nobody dies alone. I shall follow you into the next life one day, and I shall take your final thoughts, your feelings with me. All is connected by water. The soul dissolves, and it too returns to the water.
What did I tell you? I told you. That's not the one I wanted to use. But you know what? It'll do. Brief moment of rest, of just being dry, while these two ghosts show up and try to find me. Will they let me look at them? No. I never quite understood who was speaking in this one. Because, like, that's not Fuyuhi's voice. And I get it, yeah, like, the blade is calling to me, that's the joke. Well, not joke, but, you know. That's the reference that is being made. There you go, that's what I meant to say. But, like, I don't know, just odd. Can I get both of yous? Oh, that was a misfire. I wanted to go crush. Didn't quite work. Right, 1 down. 2 down, nearly 2 down. Let's go, actually, with... I thought I had 2 down. I don't have 2 down. There we go. Alright, you get 1. But the other one has gone. So I'm going to pick up whatever this is. And then we're going to leave. Insomniaran, well, come on in. One happy thing a day. Today's happy thing. I'll tell you what today's happy thing is. So initially, I tried cooking something for work, which didn't work out. The recipe that I had found was really, really weird. Like, they messed up 3-2-1 shortbread. How do you do that? It's one of the easiest recipes. But no. I found a second, slightly easier one that actually did work, and I used it. And now work is going to get cherry blossom cookies tomorrow. It's kind of interesting how, like, they were going to have her hair go a darker color, but they couldn't figure it out because her clothes change style and color. To an extent, obviously she's not, you know, wearing different clothes or anything. You may not have this law! Stupid hands. That woman, the shrine maiden, she's calling to me. At first, the glance is done with a touch or an embrace. By the end, thoughts can be taken unto oneself with a look. All people have secrets. Being glanced allows them to return to the water in peace, without secrets or suffering. I can see you as well. You are fixated with death. You are afraid of being alone. I shall embrace you. Come to me. How do I get down there? I want whatever that is. Do you know what? Change of plan. I'm going to get whatever this is. Good. The game keeps inflicting mortal wounds, and I need to use those. Because where I actually need to go is... ooh, more health. Where I need to go is back this way with the Shrine of the Dolls. So that's where I'm going to go. Also, since Kosaka is here, I made a note. So, part of the last stream, we were talking about different interpretations of fictional characters in the medium. And one of the ones that I yelled about was the season finale of Breaking Bad, which does not allow any discourse on this matter. Thank you very much. You will interpret it this way and this way alone. One of the best examples I thought of, and I thought of this as soon as I had finished the stream, annoyingly, was Cartman from South Park. In the post-COVID special, they do a time skip, and Cartman is a rabbi, and he has the most stereotypically Jewish wife in the world, and 3 beautiful Jewish children. And the question that the show leaves up in the air is, has Cartman actually turned himself around and he's Jewish? Or is this just a 30-year bit to annoy Kyle? And, like, the show doesn't say. And I think that's really well done. Where am I going? Pretty sure it's down there. It is not down there. And, like, there are a couple of other instances of, well, was this character doing this or doing that? Were they an idiot all along? You know. Yes, I am going this way. Good. But that's the only one that came to mind, and the only one that I really thought of when, after I'd finished streaming. So there you go. I wonder if this game being Wii U exclusive actually hurt the game. Very probably, because, at least in England, Wii U sales were not very good. And part of that is down to the marketing, like calling it the Wii U. People thought it was just an add-on for the Wii. What do you mean it isn't? What? What do you mean it's got a hour battery life? That is ridiculous. Do better. And honestly, the Wii U didn't help itself because it was saddled with quirky nonsense a lot of the time. So, timeline-wise, people watching this back later on, I've recently finished up The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, the Wii U version. And that game was massively improved by having a tablet. Because... Go away. Because I can quick switch items on the fly. And I can check the entire map on the fly, and I can, you know, transform back and forth with the touch of a button instead of open up the menu, go to the items, do this, do that, right? That was kind of cool. ZombiU does kind of well by keeping the HUD elements away from the screen, so it forces you to look away from it, which heightens up the tension. But then there's like one bit in ZombiU that requires you to be playing on a Wii U. The rest of it, nah, man, just give me an inventory screen and semi-transparent overlays to my gun, yeah? I'm good. I'm fine. Oops. Thank you very much for hanging around, Grim. I will catch you soon. Grim's pretty cool, by the way. If you're not already, y'all should go follow Grim Bay. Now, I'm pretty sure this is that one fight where, like, everyone is, like, mercy-resing everyone else. Get hyped for the bloody medic train. Hey! Don't put up a hitbox around yourself so I can't stop you from doing that. How very dare you? I'm leaving. I had that fight. You saw it. All of you saw it. This is one of the reasons that the game takes a little while to progress through the final chapter, is because it keeps throwing content at you. Right. It also gets really aggressive with just not checkpointing anything. Where am I going? My assumption is that I need to go... I'm going to try this way. We're going to try, see if we can use the mission marker here. Yeah, see, I thought we had to go back up into that spooky house. Man, if I had just taken a few steps that way, then I would have tripped that event pad. And I wouldn't have had to do that and despawn a bunch of ghosts. She's taken the boat of passage to the shrine on the water. Whenever a pillar crumbles, whenever a shrine maiden falls, the rest of us, bound by water, must take on these emotions. I have glanced so many deaths. The pain is overflowing. The final thoughts of the dead whirl like a maelstrom. I cannot handle anymore. My heart has reached its limit. I don't think it's necessarily fair to say that that's Japanese storytelling, Kosaka. A lot of stories have morally grey areas as of late. Are you gonna crash? You'd best not. Good. Um, because I mean that's one of the things that has put me off. It put me off later seasons of The Walking Dead, like the TV show, and I'm told it's reasons that I should avoid the the books because there's a lot of none of these people are good. Who is the least bad?
A device which paints pictures that look perfectly real.
Give me someone good and
I
give me
hear
someone
that
bad,
the
you know?
pictures it paints are so lifelike. You can even see what is in a person's heart.
I once joked about that. I took a picture of a friend, a really good artsy picture, looking out a window. And I made a joke like, cool, I have your soul now. And I got a very serious look. Do not talk about that.
Here.
That's true. That's not how that works.
The ceremony is tomorrow. I wish we could stay here, hidden away forever.
What I will say, Kosaka, is that this does tend to follow a lot of Japanese horror in that there are several characters and they are all essentially disposable. Like, yes, Yuri
This
is
is a token to remind you.
Yuri is the main character,
It's a
and
piece of my soul.
Miyu is here, Miku is also here,
Always keep it with you.
but
Never forget.
they show up, bad stuff happens, they die. Next character, and that was initially the intention behind the Silent Hill series, and that's why Silent Hill 2, Take a Shot, is nothing to do with Silent Hill 1. It's just this bumbling nobody stumbling through the town. Is Dewey okay?
You're going, aren't you? That thing you're looking for. It's in your study. At the back.
I don't know which one my study is. I thought it was this one. Oh, dang! Hype train incoming! Thank you very much, Empirica Woodland, for gifting 5 subs to the community. Kosaka gets one. Click. Ventus Knight gets one. Oh, Yukian, she was here recently. And Grim. Oh, heck yeah. Go derail Grim's stream immediately. Thank you very much. Let's go. Seriously though, what am I looking for? I think I might just leave. Well, yes, when it comes to human sacrifice, everybody is expendable, but, that's... disposable characters is how a lot of Japanese horror goes. The, The Grudge comes to mind. Somebody moves into the house, the Grudge kills him. And then somebody moves into the house and learns about the Grudge, and then it kills him. And the cycle continues, you know? Ooh. Y'all can't see it. There are 2 emotes part of this hype train, and I want both of them. I am eating good today. I can't stop thinking about what it really says. What I'm looking for is in my study? What does it mean? What did I tell you? We just derailed Grimm's stream. Thank you very much. The 2 emotes available to me, there's spilling the tea and a strutting cat. It's Ruby's journal. Mr. Hojo won't choose me. Can't do anything about that. But I'm fine. I'm fine with it. The more I say that, the more I want to cry. Tears wash me clean. Clean me of clingy possessiveness, my jealousy, my desire to give in to him. He doesn't have to choose me. I just want to be at his side for as long as he'll let me. He'll grow so used to me that I'll become invisible to him. Like water, I will vanish. I will become transparent, colorless. Yes, please enjoy your emotes by Goldfish Teeth and Moo Moo Milkmaid. And hey, chat, if you'd like some emotes of your own, maybe consider doing one of those. I don't know. Thank you very much, Rickster. Yeah, Empirical those 2. The camera obscura was in this box when I found it. This must mean it belonged to Dr. Asso. Looks like there's something else inside. Is this hair? That girl in my dreams. The one I met in the Shrine of Dolls. This ribbon looks like hers. There was a notebook underneath the bundle of hair. Was this the original owner of the box? Did Dr. Asso write this? How long has it been since I found it? That ceremony. Was it real? Well, if not, then what is this hair? My memories are hazy. I was caught up in the passion of the ceremony. I brought down the blade, then darkness. I made a promise to find that girl and bring her this token. I feel like she's still waiting, even though it's been longer than I care to think about. Even if my age, no, because of my age, that innocent promise we made weighs heavily on me. A forgotten promise, one that cannot be unmade. Where can I possibly take this token that the promise might be fulfilled? If this was left behind by Dr. Asso, then the dream of the ritual was a memory of his? That girl, she's waiting for the person she gave this lock of her hair to, for Dr. Asso. What did he see on Mount Hikami, and how is it related to the current events? This photograph and the lock of hair might lead to the answers I seek. Well, it leads to current events, because that's how water moves. It currents. Water current. I'm funny. Is this Dr. Asso? The only person who left Mount Hikami alive. But what's he doing here? What did he take pictures of? If I try photographing what he's looking at, I may just find some clues. Kinda gets me that you can't photograph him. Like, you don't get points for doing that. We do that, though. And we see a girl standing at the base of the stairs. The path leading up the mountain. This place used to be called Maiden Grove. This is where pilgrims chose the Shrine Maiden to accompany them. A Shrine Maiden who would oversee their demise. Yukiana, welcome on in. I've been meaning to ask you, is that is that a yokai reference? Like Yuki-onna, but Yuki-ana? Because that's kind of cool. I like that. What are you looking at? Pick up? What is pick up? What are we looking at there? Alright then! This looks like Dr. Aso's notes. Are they from when he visited the mountain? The Shrine Maiden's Grove. I received a special invitation to visit this mountain, where only people who return to the water are allowed to go. The mountain whence none return alive. This mountain has a unique custom. They believe water to be holy. The people here yearn for a proper death. People come here chanting out wanting to be the water. They're so sincere, I think I'm starting to believe them. So many people with the same belief. This is carried on through the generations. Perhaps their prayers will be answered. Well, also with that, Kosaka, it's not so much that Nintendo ruined the translation. It's that it is, by and large, an untranslatable thing. So, like, the notion of gendered pronouns, as they exist in Japanese, doesn't really exist in English. You've only got, at least personal pronouns, you've only got I. Unless you want to go for one or oneself, which nobody really uses that. Whereas, you know, with Japanese, you've got watashi, atashi, boku, ore, oira. All sorts of weird ones, right? And the hype train was a success. What did I get? That's an alright one. Hang on, I got that guy. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you very much for gifting. You don't have to do this. I appreciate everybody who does. You guys are the real pros. You got the little, you got the #1 gift box up there. That's pretty cool. Rextra's got a #2 one, because she was the second one, but she's #1 to me. Don't tell anyone, except her. I'm doing okay today. It's been my day off. I worked way too much last week. And I am here to appreciate not having to do much of anything. It's been a bacon day. It's now a streaming day. We're going to finish this game. What a good time we will have. This is the Pool of Purification. Pilgrims would undergo a rite of purification here. Soaking in these waters would make them one with the mountain and bring them closer to the world of the dead. Shrine maidens always kept their raven black hair soaked. They were known as the Maidens of Black Water. Give me a second, I'm in. But also, I'm going to ignore you. I'm going this way. Bye. This means. But yeah, it's as I mentioned a while back, the scenes with Rui, they refer to themselves as watashi, which is a perfectly acceptable but kind of like stiff is the way that it is thought of pronoun in Japanese. Like, you can use, I would use it, and people would go, alright, he's using watashi because you're not a native speaker and that's the one you've been told works for everyone. That sort of thing. And there is a point when, in English, I think the line is, you are a man, aren't you? No, I'm a girl. But in Japanese, the line is, what are you? And Rui stumbles over which adjective to pick. Adjective? Look at the adjective! Over which pronoun to pick. because what are they? A fan theory which the devs later said is canon to them is that Rui is intersex. That's kind of cool, and I'm glad the devs went and did that, because Japan's attitude towards the trans community is not super great. But I'm gonna go grab more healing items, don't mind me. So yeah, you're right. That would also work. Is just Dewey just goes, or something like that, and that would work. That would absolutely work. Whoop. That's just not what the That's just not what the translation team went for. The girl with white hair. She gave a token to Dr. Aso when he was a boy, and later came to this mountain. Then she waited for him to come back to her, guided by the token. What did Dr. Aso see here on the mountain? This mountain reminds me of the time I spent on Mount Kagidoi in my youth. Back then, I believed without a doubt in an invisible world. When did I stop? And why? The mountain air has awoken a long-forgotten memory. I was dozing under a tree and dreamt of that ceremony. I received something that day in my dream, in my past. Was it a dream? Or did it really happen? Let's go. But it's one of the things with translating cultural sensibilities and things like that to a culture that may not necessarily share them, or a system that doesn't really work like that. Limes, why can't I take a picture of you? This journal. Did that white-haired girl leave this? I'm not like the others. My hair and eyes make me special. I was told I wouldn't live long. That I wouldn't even live to be 7 years old. They all hid from me, like they might catch something. Only he didn't run. When we played hide and seek, we hid together in our secret place. Nobody could find us there. Why did we ever leave? First time I cried was when I had to leave that place. The ceremony is tomorrow. I mean, just thinking off the top of my head, there's two examples from Persona 3 of things that are really, really hard to translate. There is... Hello? Yeah, Empirical Woodland's good like that. He's just a sub-gifting machine. I appreciate it very much. You guys are great. And as I say, I'm just going to keep doing this regardless of whether people keep doing that or not. It's just cool that you do. Yeah, so a couple lines in Persona. The one that I like is, so yes, in Persona 4 as well. And again, with pronouns. Kanji uses Ore as his pronoun, because he's big, manly badass, and you don't want to mess with him. And that's part of the story in exploring who Kanji is. So the two examples that I've got for Persona 3, right? I swear I'm going to get to it. The girl left this journal here. Does she have some connection to Dr. Aso? At the ceremony, on Mount Kagidoi, I cut a lock of my hair as a token, and as a farewell. I fell once. I thought I was dead, but I wasn't. I survived. And when I opened my eyes, he was there. I'm here because of him, and that's why I chose him. In Mount Kagidoi, girls chosen to be pillars can pick their partner. I'll be placed in a box and taken to the mountain. We will exchange vows, and be bound together for eternity. Wait a second. Nope, I'm thinking of somebody else. Am I? Didn't Yai from the second game end up marrying into the Aso family? I forget what her surname was in the first Fatal Frame. No, focus Persona 3. So, first one, in Japanese, Mitsuru speaks English as a way of showing off. But that doesn't translate in English when she is speaking English. So, she speaks French. You know, you'll do something and she'll go, "C'est magnifique!" And there's a point when she does that, and Junpei says, "What? Stop speaking English like that!" In English. Which... Alright, cool. I get it. You know, maybe Junpei's dumb. And the other one is when you go to the beach, and... Yukari, the one who's not Mitsuru, comments that Mitsuru has beautiful pale white skin in the original. And then in the translation says that her skin is flawless. And people are... To an extent, it's a degree of manufactured rage. But there are people going, "Oh, I see, let's just ignore that line, shall we? Perfect white skin, is it?" But culturally, it doesn't mean that she has white, like Caucasian skin. It means that she has unblemished skin. That it's pale, it's not tanned. Because tanned skin and tan lines aren't culturally sexy in Japan. And that's an example of something that the translation team had to kind of work around, because that original line does sound kind of sketchy, that, you know, perfect white skin, right? But it's not meant like that. And very similar thing when it comes to, you know, Rui with... Are they gender neutral? Are they one, the other? Are they both? What? What? And that is why, whenever I have been talking about Rui, I have been using they, because the game is purposefully unclear. They are meant to be unclear and ambiguous and androgynous. So that's what I'm doing. Never mind that, here's Dr. Aso. Oh my god, thank you. Life's actual lifesaver, friend. The countless gravestones form an enormous grey hillock. Here and there are tiny Jizo statues, and none of the gravestones bear writings or carvings of any sort. I'm going this way, right? Pretty sure I'm going this way. I'm going to the house. Proceed, or just stand there. That is fine too. Don't worry about a thing. But it's also kind of interesting that, like, if you think about whatever languages you speak, you, dear viewer, what languages do you speak? There are weird quirks and inconsistencies in your own language that don't really translate. The English word sick comes to mind. If something is sick, is that good or bad? Well, it could be bad, but it could be bad. You know what I mean? No. What? Oh, what is it in French? I want to say that April Fool's in French is red fish or April fish. And like, why? I don't know. The word is poisson. That doesn't. It's not a pun that I'm aware of. That's just what they say. Can't hold any more of them. Avril Poisson, maybe that's the one, yeah. Because, I'll tell you why, I looked it up. I posted a recipe on the Imager for steamed hams. The joke being, I very obviously bought some McDonald's and disguised it as my own cooking. It was a solid joke, alright? Why are there 3 of them? I don't want for there to be 3 of them. Anyways, I would always end my posts with Bon Appetit. But in this instance, I figured I'd say April Fools in French, because Bon Appetit, French, right? So I had to look at what it is. What's that slow motion button? I don't think I can do it. I think that might just be a Miu command. Tell you what, this series does like its M names, doesn't it? Miku and Miyu and Mio and Mayu. Also likes the surname Kurosawa, and why not? Hell of a director. You were glowing. Could I counterattack that? Also, I've noticed, you see this woman's headdress? That's part of our witch's hat. This little golden crown thing on her head? We're wearing one of those on the hat. Not gonna lie, I had considered just doing this one on easy mode, because there are a lot of fights and a lot of ghosts that are very, very strong in this portion of the game. And it'd be cool to just keep on going. The other thing with translation, when a character is speaking in third person, they will use their name. I mean, that's how speaking in third person goes. Disco Stu likes disco music, right? Whoop! What did I dodge? Who knows? Oh, that is the Maiden in Black, isn't it? I mean, not directly, but yes, the one who you give your soul points to. And hopefully make a good build. Let's do that way, shall we? Yeah. There's gonna be something in here, and that something is ghosts. But also, like, a thing. Give me some heals. Man, the Nexus music from Demon's Souls is so beautiful. And, like, you can hear things going on in the silence. You can hear people preparing their bow, or, like, shuffling their seats a little bit. There's like a little crack of leather in the back there, and just like that really adds to the atmosphere of this thing where nothing is happening, but also everything is happening. Aye! That's very rude. I want to say this one is called something like Ravens of Black Sod. I thought you had brought Trilden with you. But no, they're just really small and far away. Look at that triple kill! Play of the game right there. I am exceptionally proud of that. Did I just use up my crush combo when I'm about to fight something that's really gonna need me to crush it? I may have done. Oops. It's fine. Pick up. Ooh. Yeah, see, that's why I came over here. I wanted to grab some of that. This is one of the few ones where I can see why they changed the name, and I agree with the name change. Hello! This is one of those ones where, yeah, I see why they added the head tracking, because how am I supposed to pass that mess? That was just a tangled mass of body parts. And then he goes, no, the head's over there. Okay, good. Cool. I don't know how that worked, but I'm sure not gonna question it. Get that reverse fatal frame, let's go. Yes! Oh, look at that! I almost filled my combo gauge back up as well. Here's me talking about how I'm gonna need my my crush gauge, and then I just rebuild it. Splendid. Come on. Please, 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 Yuri. Yuri, please pick that up. We're at risk of being attacked by ghosts right now. I could have used that in that fight. I chose not to. Everything is good. Like, I want to... Oh, what was it? Streets of Rage 2 was, I believe, called Requiem of the Deadly Knuckles or something like that. Not Deadly Knuckles, because the game itself is called Bare Knuckle. But, you know what I mean? It's got a very Japanese sort of thing. Oh, look at that! You just showed up. Anterior Whiplash. Get out. More like, tonal Whiplash, because I'm talking about something good. And here's you, ruining everything. I hope you're proud. You shouldn't be.
You shall serve as a fly. The sacred casket will protect you. It will keep you safe.
You could have run at any point there, Yuri. I'm just saying. Nope, Dev's thought of that. Alright, let's go! So one of the things I like about this fight is that they're kind of working against one another. Because they both got these cool projectiles, but the projectiles count as like soul fragments in terms of doing damage. So like I can do that. I could just get big full combos on them like that. You telling me that wasn't a Fatal Frame chance? That was clearly coming at me with an attack. Fine, we'll do it this way. You wanna go the hard way? I'll go the hard way. Oh hi. So this is a scene that 3M was having trouble with. There we go. Because they got to that part and the camera bugged out. It was outside the geometry. So they were sort of looking up into the casket and not out of it. Lady Mappy, just quick yes, no. Did you reply to my message? I will get to it. You did? Amazing. Cool. Well, we'll get to that shortly. Yes, things are progressing along at a fatal manner. We are kind of at the point where we're ready to finish up the game. And, alright, one down. Touch that. Yeah, get stun locked, I guess. solid mood because your car inspection was a bit cheaper than you thought it'd be? Hell yeah! I had that buying plane tickets lately. I was expecting it to be 4 figures. 870? That's not nothing. That's not pocket change. But that's 3 figures. Not 4 of them. I'll take it. Yeah, honestly, Kosaka, I'm fine with not seeing those ghosts' instant kill attacks. This chapter is incredibly aggressive with just not checkpointing things. So, like, I am good. Now, you see, what was happening in that scene is the boat wasn't moving. The water was just moving underneath it. Boy, we sure virtualized that insanity. Rick's just got a gift sub to whomst. Also, click. Don't even worry about it. Bedtime wars. I've done bedtime. I've served in the bedtime wars. And like, oh my god. Where was this hyperactivity when I needed you to be hyperactive? By which I mean 2 hours ago, before I put you to bed, and I needed you to be tired. What the hell, kid?
Don't leave me. I have nothing. No one. Mother!
Oh, heck yeah, Red Ultimate. She's pretty cool. A very soft and gentle voice. I like hearing her voice. Works as in a job involving her voice, and that's pretty cool. Did you have to model those, game? Mother's gone. Did she return to the mountain? The camera obscura. What's it doing here? This photo on the bed. This photo is very worn out. Is it Mother's? It shows her with some man. Is that... No way. I have to find her. I can't let her leave me again. Yeah, see, look at that on top of the hat. That's what the glancing maiden is wearing. And it has a red string on it, like the red string of fate. Oh my god, Japan! That's pretty good set design. Do I mean set design? I sure don't. I mean character design. It's fine. Also, yeah, sub to somebody that you actually follow, because Twitch is real good for that. Is she here? Here's a sub to this guy. Have you ever watched him? No? But there you go.
Since I was little, I could see things that were invisible to others.
Game. What are you expecting me to do here?
No one understood me except
Fine. There we go. So in fairness, Lady Mappy, this hat, I chose to put that hat on.
just me. My
You know what we like in my channel? We like witching. We do be witching. Like, you would expect for the game to give me a prompt. Take a photograph of this.
I don't need
Oh, that Fatal Frame 2 was one of my favorite jokes. That's one of my favorite things I've ever done. Fatal Frame 4 does not have instant kill shenanigans. Do you know what it does have? Friggin' slidey tile puzzle. No, thank you. The scene in this picture. Don't mind me. Just let me do that. There we go. That's a disappearing act going, oh man, OSW have announced their new story arc. We do like OSW in this here channel as well. See, the thing is with that Lady Mappy,
This is it. This is where the ghost marriages were carried out.
No, actually.
Rituals join the deceased not with each other, but with the living.
Like Fatal Frame, the first one, pretty much the only puzzle was, you know that one where they have to like slide the pentagram tiles around and insert the wax seal at the end? It had a whole bunch of those. But I think that's the only one. Like it didn't. Oh no, it had the
Photographs are used as votive pictures.
Who's in front of the back, and
The
light the
outside,
candles.
enchanted by these photos, are wed to the shrine maidens depicted in them. And then placed together in the same box. The shrine maidens. Is this what they were for? Did they long to become a bride for eternity?
But no, for the most part, like that's the only time Fatal Frame has used sliding tile puzzles, and it was such an annoying one. Like a particularly egregious example. 4x3? No, thank you. Did the bride in the white kimono leave this journal? She's waiting for someone to visit her, too. Why did he have to show up? I'd finally made my decision. He'll never come back for me. I cried when he left me. I cried until I couldn't breathe. I cried until I thought I might melt away into nothing. Those words are a curse. And I remember how I dealt with it as well. I cheated. I straight up cheated. If you watch my Fatal Frame 4 stream, there's a point when I stare at the sliding tile puzzle, I want to say for 20 minutes, and then suddenly just solve it. Because I went on, I think GitHub or whatever it was. I just typed in like sliding tile puzzle solver into Google and I went with the first result. And, oh man, am I glad that I did. Kinda hoping I could get both of you in there for a group shot. Oh, hell yeah! Look at, I meant to get both of those at the same time. That was absolutely amazing. Oh, chat! Choice is coming up. I believe it is through this door.
How good of you to have come. My dear Master Asso, you are most welcome. Now then, shall we go to see your beloved bride-to-be?
I believe that is not a ghost that you can capture. At least I've never done it. The place where ghost marriages took place. Is someone waiting for me inside? No, I have to make the choice. The groom must bring with him the token of his chosen bride. A photo of a bride. She was one of the Shrine Maidens. She was offered to the Black Water as a sacrifice, and to this day exists as an immortal flower awaiting her companion. Or a lock of white hair belonging to a young girl. It was among Dr. Asso's belongings. I've been seeing this girl in my dreams. She gave this token to Dr. Asso when he was a boy. They are both waiting. Which one do I choose? Which one do we choose, dear chat? Who is behind this door? Is it a photograph? Or is it a bundle of white hair? I genuinely do not recall which is the good answer and what ending you get from which. This is how you choose your ending, by the way. There's two things that influence the ending. We'll talk about the other one later. But this is one of the two of them. And I don't really like when games do this as a means of choosing the ending. If you take a look at Silent Hill Downpour, for no reason other than I've been looking at it, it's been, do I want to play it soon? I don't know. There's a couple of instances in that where you go, alright guys, which choice are you going to make? Is it the red one? Or the green one? I wonder which one gets you the good or bad ending. Golly, I'll yell about that when we get to it. Don't you mind me. But yeah, no, unless anyone has any preference, I'm just gonna choose. So, when did Silent Hill Downpour come out? Silent Hill Downpour is in fact contemporaneous with one of the Mass Effect games, because they're all on Xbox 360 and whatever that is, the 7th generation? That one. But no, that one is very specifically color-coded, the red choice or the green choice. This one is just, do you want to, what are you going to take with you through the door, a photo or some hair? And I don't know. Let's go with you. It's a game about photography. I'm going to take a photograph. Somebody booting up a Dreamcast back there? What's that?
You're here at last.
That smash cut doesn't work.
I wanted to see you this one last time.
I want to say this is the third time Aso has done this. Where it's just like, anyway, just wanted to say hello, bye, and just completely ruin the ancient ritual. It wasn't him in
I thought we wouldn't get the
Fatal
chance.
Frame, the first one. He was just, like, kind of involved with it.
You came here to finish it, didn't you?
Yes, to end it together with you. I love you.
Lady Mappy's spot on. Invents a manner of capturing ghosts and exposing the spirit world.
I can see it in your heart,
Tells no one.
but I wanted to hear you
Ruins
say
everything. Probably ends up in a box on a
I
hill.
wanted to live with you. That was all I wanted.
Don't mind me. I just need to click around in the background. Hang on.
It was my longing.
I forgot to get this set up before I started my stream. Hang on.
I finally know. Goodbye, my love. Goodbye.
I don't know what that reaction was. Probably crying. Sounded like laughter. I don't know. Right. We are locked into Josh playing Mario Kart World Ending. Yeah, let's go. You'd think the Switch would let me turn those off. It's 7 years old, this machine. Can I stop doing that? No. I'm not even gonna let you have colorful themes. Or colors. How hard would it be?
All I wanted was to save my brother. To just bring him back. Or maybe I really wanted to return to the past. To return to those happier times and stay there forever.
I wish I had someone I could cross to the other side with.
least you have Father.
I feel a little bad for her too because she's like, if you follow the
I don't
timeline,
have
she's
anyone.
haunted, and
I
that's
know.
a big part of Fatal Frame 3.
I hated you for the longest time, but now I get it.
But I'm also feeling kind of sad because they just, man, they went in a weird direction with her character in this game.
I understand.
Did you have to?
Just don't go. Please. I won't. I'm not going anywhere.
We came up here. Legit though, like, this story beat I don't get. We're gonna make this big long journey, and it's fine. Don't worry about it, it's fine. Reminder that these two are mother and daughter, and technically brother and sister. Good job, Japan. You found the way. Sorry, did I ruin the mood? Good. Alright, let's get back to some more spooky nonsense in Fatal Frame 5. So, Kosaka, without wishing to dwell, and without going into too much detail, there is a lot of that in the foster care system, and like 4 shots. There's a lot of it in the foster care system, and it is heartbreaking every single time, and it's horrible, and it is a particular kind of hell, and yeah, there's hatred there, and but there's also a degree of acceptance and just, oh well, I guess that's what happened, I guess. Alrighty! I wasn't sure when I should go, but now I know. I always had to go someday, but one must decide on one's own in order to become a strong pillar. I will be a pillar. I will enter the casket. In the unending solitude, I will continue to hold on to the pain I glanced. I will become the undying and immortal flower. I shall fall through the black water for eternity. Such is my duty. All the death, all the secrets. But who is willing to glance the secrets of a shrine maiden, the secrets that I hold? When I say I think that they took Miku's character in a weird direction, that's the direction. Why did you do that? Don't do that. Part of her... The large lanterns have been lit. Part of her resolution in Fatal Frame 3 was that Mafuyu is gone. And she's not okay with that, but it's not coming back.
Embrace me. If the pillars are completed, the black water shall overflow.
Do you know what, Kosaka? I think there's a fairly solid entry for your first one. I do not think this is too bad at all. It's my favorite one, I think. I like a lot of what they do story-wise and map design-wise in 3, but that generally requires knowledge of 1 and 2. Whereas this one is just pretty solid and varied set design start to finish. And it doesn't have the, like, one of the best things with the third one is
Made it here,
the realization that, oh no,
to the Shadow Spring.
those nightmares of the mansion, they're real, like physically real now. Oh no.
There's no need to be scared. Join me in the Black Water. Hurry while I last. Before the Black Water overflows once more.
When you fall in the bottomless pit, you die of starvation. I can't pinch my voice like that without a lead up to it. It's fine. Great! So this is the final boss. Hi, how's it going? She has 3 forms. They are all the same. Did I get you? Friggin' did now. This form, when you're underwater, this is the more dangerous of the 2. Because she's got like an instant kill attack down here. There you go, see Kosaka, get in there. She knows how it goes. She also has ads. You're not doing anything until those floaty friends go away. Additional floaty friends? There you go. Alright, let's go. So that's your first phase. Second phase is, yeah, kind of same as the first one, only slightly easier. But we're above water. Alright, we are good to go. Like, she still has friends and all. These... I want to say this time, these ghosts are, like, the actual versions of those ghosts. And you have to whittle their health down if you want to, get rid of them. Okay. Coming. Game, 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 game! Well, I guess we're gonna go into Form 3. That was a bad idea. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? So, the second thing that influences what ending you get is where you defeat her. Do you defeat her above the water or below the water? Which, as far as I'm concerned, depends on when the game decides to allow the prompt to show up. Honestly. Oh, jeez! You see? Like, I'm supposed to be over here killing the final boss. And so we did. I'm pretty sure this is the worst ending.
He left the mountain. I too must
But
leave.
you know what? We did it. We went and done it. We won.
I must fall through the black water. Forever. That is my duty.
This, I feel, is something that lets the game down, because I'm pretty sure all 5 Fatal Frame titles at this point have the same ending. And they have the same basic plot, where, like, you've got to do this hideous thing to the women, or the evil will escape. Wait, I'm in love, and I don't want to do the hideous thing. But you've got to, and now the evil is there. I don't fully recall the plot to 4, but I'm pretty sure that's the plot to 4. It is the plot to 1, 2, 3, and 5, at the very least. And that lets the game down a little bit. That's a stock splashing sound effect. Hi, I'm Cass, and I really, really like stock sound effects. I don't know if I mentioned this.
Keep falling. Down. My heart is filled with those final moments. I am dying over and over. Forever. Alone.
So, Lady Mappy, there are probably cultural and storytelling reasons as to why it is always women, but yeah, it is. I'm not even going to try and justify it. It's kind of sexist.
I'm alone.
And it's one of the things that, as a series, puts me off enjoying it and recommending it, because
You are not alone.
like, yeah, bad things are going to happen in essentially every horror game. That's part of the point of horror. But,
I wanted to live my
Nah,
life
come on.
by his side.
stop it.
However, the person I want to die with is you. We share the same pain. We can descend into the darkness together. Come.
Yuri! Forgive me.
Yeah, so this would be the bad ending. I forget specifically what else changes. If you choose the lock of hair instead of the photograph, then Aso meets with Shiragiku, not Ose. And pardon me while I'm just gonna fade that down. Cool, because that's copyrighted. Do you know what isn't? This isn't. Hell yeah. When I said I had to go fix something, I forgot to cue this up. Yeah. If you pick the white hair instead of the black photograph, then you meet with Shiragiku, and then that skews the ending that way. If you do the fatal glance above the water rather than beneath it, that skews the ending another way. There are 4 endings in total, and that's how you get them. Photograph above water, photograph below water, white hair above water, white hair below water. You get something unlocked for each one. My controller has gone to sleep because I hadn't touched the controller for a bit. Hi, how's it going? That was Fatal Frame 5, everybody. That's the end of Fatal Frame. Unless they want to come up with another one. I kind of hope they come up with another one. But I would like for them to do something different and unique with it, rather than just the same plot again. I mean, this is one of the reasons why I think that Fatal Frame 3 is the best one, because it's got its own plot, but it's also got 5 or 6 different plots going on. So, like I say, Miku is having nightmares that she can't save her brother in Himuro Mansion. And then you unlock that one mystical door and realize that, oh no, she's been having such vivid nightmares, it's now become part of the manner of sleep. And now it's everyone's problem. Mayu keeps dreaming about being unable to save her sister, and their cousin couldn't save either of them. Oh no, Minakami Village is now part of the manner of sleep, and now it's everyone else's problem. You know, that's a really good storyline. But we're playing this one. We're kind of playing this one. We're mostly done with this one. And I like what they do with the plot. I like that there is a lot of... Hey, there's just this weird place and something is inherently broken and wrong with it. You wanna go deal with it? Maybe you wanna explore it? I like that every part of the game is still relevant at the end. Like, we find out about Fuyuhi right near the start. She's one of the first ghosts that we go and find. And then... oh my god, Cup of Tea Productions Incorporated. What a fantastic name. What was I talking about? The plot. You find about Fuyuhi right at the start, and she's still right there at the end. It's still a problem. You didn't fix it. I like that this game has gotten in touch with some of the good things that the Fatal Frame series does. Notably, hey, look at this. You want to look at this thing over here? Boom! It's a ghost. Like, when I looked into the phone box to see some of the textures and there was somebody in there, that's good. That was really good. It's rare that this franchise even does jump scares. Oh, that just means when they do them, it's even better. I'm kind of sad that the franchise is over now. I don't really get to play this anymore. Oh my god, is that credit timing perfectly synchronized? Was this credit 4 minutes and 19 seconds long? No, little longer. That's fine. This means we get to listen to this a little bit longer, doesn't it? Yeah. There we go. C rank. Yeah, so that's going to be a C rank because I brought in a load of really expensive film and I used it all. Look at my penalty. Don't even care. Don't even care. Because I finished it. And we won the game. And now I'm blind. Hate when it does that. I've got an hour. Let's do the rest of it, shall we? Let's do the rest of it. So, first of all, costumes. So, yeah, these costumes you get by collecting various endings. I believe it is 2 per ending. So, like, you get this one, and then this one, you know, if that's the ending that you happen to get. These guys, the outfits, how do I rotate? That's how I rotate, and you zoom in as well. So this one, and this one, these are DLC, because I bought the deluxe edition of the game, because I'm a sucker for content. You get Ray's outfit, and Mio's outfit from the previous Fatal Frame titles. I think that's pretty cool. This is one of the unlockables. Probably my favorite outfit overall, because I just think that's a really good look. This one, I want to say this one was changed. Yes, it was. So this one was changed because initially this one was like a sling bikini. Because, oh my god, Japan, why? But they're not going to localize that, obviously. It's creepy and weird. So here's this. Slightly less creepy and weird. This one was the Zero suit originally, and it covered your arms and legs. But I guess for licensing issues, you can't have the Zero suit, so here is this, like, rubbery-looking running suit. And swimming suit and biking suit. Triathlon suit, you see. You'd think this one would be immune to getting wet. Nope, it gets just as wet as all the others. It just doesn't cling. And I want to say this one is also bonus content? I don't know. It's a game I have not played. That's an Atelier game. Also get bunny ears and, like, the headband if you so desire. I quite like this one personally, but it looks like it's just been jammed into your head. And, yeah, a riser hat, which I'm kind of into this one. You would give a character a beret. Oh my god, the beret is, like, the coolest thing. Then, keeping in line with the, with Kay from Fatal Frame 3, dudes don't get outfits in this game. There you go. You can dress up as, Kay from Fatal Frame 3. And, honestly, pretty schwanky white tuxedo. But that's it. And, like, slightly different glasses. You can go for that one. There you go. Miu also had an outfit changed. It was not this one. Also, something kind of cool. She gets, several Miku outfits. Like, that's Fatal Frame 1. And that's Fatal Frame 3. She gets to dress as Mayu, also from Fatal Frame 2. Oh no, that's Fatal Frame 3. That's Fatal Frame 3, that one's Fatal Frame, this one. Yeah, so this one was very similar to Yuri. It was kind of creepy swimsuit. You don't get to have that. Still a creepy swimsuit. Why? Why do we have so many creepy swimsuits in this game? Game? What are you doing? Don't do that. She would also have the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess dress, if you wanted. And then she's got the same, like, accessories as Yuri. There you go. No. Yeah, see, you game knows what I want to do. I want to play the 8th drop. That's a good one. But what I'm going to do... First thread? What? Ayane? Ayane undertakes a quest to search for a girl named Tsumugi who has gone missing. Following her trail, Ayane makes her way into the abandoned inn and encounters the impossible. What? Ayane is a ninja from the Mugen Tenshin Ninja Clan's Hachifon sect. Her mission to search for a missing girl Tsumugi Katashina, last seen near Mount Hikami. Ayane spins a purple thread, which should help lead her to the girl. Surprise! Now we're playing Dead or Alive! That's the true horror, is working out Ayane's timeline in canon. Because this is canon. You can complete this. It's like 30 to 40 minutes long, I believe. So we're just gonna finish off with this today. Because this is silly. This is so silly.
It's pitch black.
Although in fairness, isn't this more Ninja Gaiden than Dead or Alive? I know it's both, because Hayabusa is in both, but like, this is more Ninja Gaiden Black than Dead or Alive, because she's got the hood and like the cool infiltration powers. Tsumugi. The purple thread seems to lead to that abandoned inn. I hope I'm not too late. Do you? Of course you do. Do you have to be hunched over? Of course you do. You're a ninja. Ninjas do that. Ninjas go like, yeah, I get a good pike at that. Right! We are trying to find Tsumugi. We know where she went. This way. It's the only way through. Now there is... Which way? Hold ZR to follow the purple thread. The purple thread shows the quickest route to Tsumugi's location. Follow the thread to Tsumugi. That way. That sounded like a really passive-aggressive text prompt. Thank you, game. Oh, that was perfect. Tsumugi went this way? What do you mean she went this way? There's nothing this way. Unless... The rubble is blocking the way. I've got to find another route. I could try going upstairs. Then yeah, see, the purple thread points that way now. Do you know what? I wonder if that's a dev tool. Like, is this just pathfinding? They put a fancy purple filter on it. And the quickest way from here to there, which the game has to know, is like that. It was a grim portent of things to come. A deadly premonition, if you will. Ayane agreed to look for a missing girl named Tsumugi, stealing herself. Yeah, that's the correct use of stealing. Stealing herself into the abandoned inn on Mount Hikami, she was severely wounded by a malicious ghost. How can she fight off these supernatural foes? Ayane made her escape, realizing she may need the help of forbidden magic. Avert your eyes. The purple thread connected to Tsumugi vanishes at the Shrine of the Ephemeral atop Mount Hikami. Ayane makes her way in. I don't know what this does. Let's screw it, whatever, let's go. Wait, third thread? I went to the wrong thing. This game is sending me to the wrong place. You've missed nothing. Do you know what? I noticed that because I was looking at it going, really, playtime 7 minutes? Surely not. Because I remember being 26 minutes. That which should not be, the spirits of the dead. Unable to detect their presence, Ayane covers herself with protective charms and heads back to the mountain. Look away, everybody! The game gets a little squishy. When confronted by spirits from the netherworld, Ayane is forced to make a fast retreat from the mountain. She heads in search of a means to fight her new opponents. Lady Mappy had forgotten that this was in the game. This scene is why this is in the game. You know, if I had to guess. Which, in fairness, I can't imagine this game was crunched. Koei Tecmo is like...
This enchantment will bring you to the brink of death.
We have continued
I
not
hope
working
you
on games.
understand the pain.
Go buy costumes for Dead or Alive.
I'm no stranger to pain.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I haven't played this game for like 3 or 4 years. In my head, there was a lot more boobs than right there. So, like, maybe it's not that bad.
Do you hate your sister? Huh?
Rextress, have you met me? I'm just saying.
Do you hate yourself?
I just think they're neat.
Very well. This will make you stronger.
Oh, Rextress, that's so good! Once again, I am reminded why we are dating. Let's get me going with those really bad jokes. They're amazing.
Go on, take it. Those who reside on the mountain, they cannot stand the brightness of the Spirit Stone flashlight.
How did you do her front? The Shadow Sigil, a curse that allows the user to connect with the world of the dead. It enables the user to sense ghosts while masking their own presence. I sense something. I feel it. It's different from before. The Spirit Filament. The Spirit Filament will react to a ghost's presence and indicate its status. Blue is unaware. The ghost is completely unaware of your presence. Yellow is searching. The ghost has sensed Ayane and is looking for her. Even when they cannot see Ayane, ghosts can hear her if she makes a noise. Red is attacking. The ghost knows where Ayane is and is ready to attack. If you don't run and avoid making noise, ghosts will not notice you. However, there is something you need to keep in mind. It seems ghosts can sense the purple thread. I should reel it back before they react to it. Ghosts will notice you when you make noise. To avoid detection, move away from the ghosts and stand still for a while. Avoiding these guys could be tricky. I should give this thing a try. The Spirit Stone flashlight is the only means by which Ayane can fight ghosts. Flash the flashlight at the ghosts multiple times to temporarily stun them. You can also charge up the flashlight to stun ghosts with just one flash. Ghosts will recover after a while, but they will have lost track of Ayane by then. Use the flashlight wisely to get past ghosts that are in your way. Surprise! Now we're playing Alan Wake! It's noticed me. That seemed to have some effect, but I need to hit it with something stronger. Is that charged? That's probably charged, right? Yes, it is. Seems the ghost has been weakened. This is my chance to get past. Your concealment gauge will not recover while you're running. To let it recover, move away from ghosts and stand still for a while. Now, I say, surprise, we're playing Alan Wake. This is very similar to how What's-His-Guy moved in Fatal Frame 4. The male character, he had a flashlight, much like this one. I can't sense it anymore. With the flashlight and the Shadow Sigil, I'll be able to get Tsumugi out of here. Also, wow, you can tell this character came from a different franchise, can't you? You can tell it came from the early 2000s as well. Look at those straps at her hip. That's a very 2000s look. It hasn't noticed me. Should I wait for it to go away? Ghosts will be drawn to any noise you make. Walking will alert them more than when you stand still, but running will quickly bring them down upon you. The safest option is to stand still and wait for the spirit to go past, then walk upstairs. Try not to make any noise. Except for you guys, chat. You can make noise. You can talk. We're good. I can sense there's 3 of them. If ghosts get too close to you, even if you don't move, your concealment gauge will go down and you will be spotted. Sometimes, you may have to quietly approach a ghost and stun it with the Spirit Stone flashlight. Try not to attract their attention, however. Like, okay, cool, how move? That how move. So that one works the same as it did in the main game. Where if you lose health, you got to use the sacred water, and it will give you your health back. There you go. You see, everyone is safe. Look at that! We did it! I can do mandatory stealth. Why is this a stealth game now? Ghosts can't go through doors. Are they moving independently? That is impressive game and what we call Gynaxing. Well, yeah, it's a stealth game because we're a ninja. This is what ninjas look like. Can I look at my feet? I can't look at my feet. There's probably a joke there about seeing our feet. But I imagine Ayane is wearing, like, badass heels. And I don't think that is particularly good for the stealth, you know? There's a scrap of paper on the rain-soaked concrete. I can't stay at home anymore. It's me. I shouldn't be there. My mother and sister get hurt when they try to be nice. I'm weak. I'm lost. I'm so weak I can't even do that. I wish I could disappear. This is fine. This is fine. Accurate representation of me playing Metal Gear Solid, by the way. Just don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Keep running. Keep running and shooting. I probably could have just done that on my own. But you know what? I didn't. It's fine. Everything is fine. I was going to say, do not turn around. Do not go... Actually, I should have gone backwards. I'll be very upset. Oh no, there you go. We got big boots on. Alright, fine. I was gonna go that way and look for, like, plot and stuff. I guess there's no plot to be had there. I'm just gonna go, around this van. And I'm gonna go this way. No, I'm not. Oh, dang it. My experience with the Dead or Alive series is kind of minimal. I played the first one. That's about it. Like, I had the second one on the Dreamcast, never played it. Pretty sure I got 5 over there, but it's not my copy. I very much played for the articles. No, so, right, genuinely, we were going to play it with Stonehenge, and one of the first things you have to do when you play Dead or Alive on the Xbox 360 is, first of all, it's a massive content patch, but then you have to download several hundred individual pieces of DLC, which is every costume part for every character, which even if you didn't buy it, you need to download it, because then it's part of the disc, because the people who did buy it, then they can see it. But nah, playing the first game, I played as Ayane because she's purple. Purple character's a good character. Who am I gonna play as? Zack? Huh. Was that Tsumugi? No, it couldn't have. This is where the purple thread is telling me to go. That must have been an illusion. Or perhaps it was a vision of the past. Anyway, the thread will lead me to Tsumugi. I just have to trust it. I will say this, though, right? Yes, this is... Hey, go buy Dead or Alive 5. Look at this cool character you get to play in Dead or Alive 5. But, like... Was it 5? Was it 4? Whatever the one that came out alongside this. This does a surprisingly good job at ramping up the tension. And, like... Yeah, actually. Do stealth. Be good at the game. You have even less defense against these guys than you did at the start. So, like... Go back? What do you mean, go back? Hell yeah, look at that stealth. I'm good at stealth. Go this way. No, 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 no! Do you see what I mean? That's... Oh man, tension. I don't like this. I don't like that I'm cornered. Where am I supposed to go? The thing told me to turn around? I don't believe it. Purple thread isn't pointing this way. I have to stay focused. It's pointing this way. Where is it pointing? Have I missed a door? Metal cart has been left here, piled with rocks. This tells me... You know what the worst part is? I left that ghost there. I knew she was there. Ah ha ha ha! Alright then, thank you very much. The exit was right here, all along. Could I have just taken that? Could I have taken that in the main game? Surely they wouldn't let me do that. Where's my map? No, because this is the section where it goes over here to, like, the mansion. This... this is the other part of the cave that we saw, right? So, like, if we look over here... Sir, do you mind? Ink! I was going to say, have I escaped? I have escaped. Yeah, see, that's the way to do it. This is not... Actually, no, that is how I play the Metal Gear series, where I've played. If you want to talk about games that I haven't played, the Metal Gear series. Metal Gear 2, I am fully aware, is an incredibly silly game. The reason I keep talking about poisonous hamsters is, in fact, that game. Played Metal Gear Solid. Got stuck in the air vents right at the start of the game. And went, this game's stupid. I'm going back to playing GTA London and completing it somehow. The game said stealth is optional for this mission, and away I go! It's fine. See, it's fine. Look at all the ghosts that are here, but they're all blue, so it's fine. I still gotta go back through them, though. So, well, no. So the way it goes is, right, in Metal Gear Solid, one of the first things you do, you arrive in a dock, and when you escape the dock, you go up in a lift, and you have to sneak into a base via air ducts on the floor. And it's all done in first person, and it is exactly what you would expect from trying to sneak into an unfamiliar duct system in first person. Oh, thank you for backing off. Put some distance between me and the other ghosts. I'm going this way. This one looks like trouble. It's a ghost, but it reeks of blood. That must be the blood of its victims. It may have been human once, but I doubt there's any humanity left now. Better make sure it doesn't notice me. I mean, this one has noticed me. And I have to go that way anyway. Oh, no. Because I swear, if you turn around, I'm just going to stun you immediately. Keep going, keep moving. But yeah, you crawl into the air duct, it's all first person, and I have a hell of a time navigating it. And I couldn't find my way out the other side. And I went, it's dumb. So I stopped playing it. And yeah, probably went to GTA London or Spyro 2. Both of which being games I have 100% completed. Somehow. GTA London is very difficult to do that. Camera controls are weird. I can see water through a hole in the passageway floor. Some of the dolls are missing on the shelf. They must have been washed away. Man, that's what the other two people said. What a coincidence, Ayane. Also, I appreciate that she has 2 stages of running. Like, she's got this little jobber jog, but then she also has the one when she gets caught, where it's the short, steppy ninja run. Just throw out her arms and Naruto run. Make it even easier. Escape from those ghosts. So I was talking about how one of the things I like with Fatal Frame 3 is that they bring other areas into that game. This is the flip side of that coin. Bring other characters into that game. Like, there is no reason for Ayane to be here, to be doing this. This could be like an original character. This needn't exist. But the game said yes. Let's put this here ninja into the game. She belongs here. This Dead or Alive has ghosts in it now. Incidentally, Dead or Alive 2, Guinness World Record for the oldest player base, because everybody was 100 years old who played that game. Isn't that weird? I'll just have that. I'll regret doing that, because that's... So there is a charge gauge bottom left, and you can see specifically how long it is taking to boost your attack there. That's fine, she's looking at me, it's fine! It was me or her! Everything's fine, don't worry about it. I don't need a voice. Mine is like my mother's, more than my sister's is. I wish it were the other way. Then it would have been easier. I'm quiet, nobody gets hurt. Nobody will be sad. Tsumugi, she's inside. That was a vision. Is this another effect of the Shadow Sigil? Tsumugi must be trapped in here and close to death. That may be true of me as well. And then, right, Ayane cast a spell on herself, bringing her closer to death. Enveloped in darkness, she followed a purple thread connected to her target, Tsumugi. The thread led her to the Shrine of the Ephemeral, located on the summit of Mount Hikami. My friends who did play through Metal Gear Solid explained to me what that game was and the things that they were seeing and doing, and I thought they were lying. The purple thread connected to Tsumugi vanishes at the Shrine of the Ephemeral atop Mount Hikami. Ayane makes her way in. There you go. Now it is the third thread. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. The purple thread leads Ayane to the Shrine of the Ephemeral on Mount Hikami's summit. She heads inside the old shrine, which seems to exude darkness itself. Because they were telling me about, like, oh, if you shoot the birds, the game calls you up and tells you off about it. There's this weird guy in the gas mask who unplugs your controller. And, oh man, what a weird game. I'm like, you're lying. The purple thread is getting stronger. Tsumugi must be close. She told me I can be strong, so long as I have this thread. I don't know what to do. I want to be strong. Thinking I can't be strong is worse than not thinking at all. And, like, fair enough, right? Because if I explained to you how most of what Metal Gear Solid is and does, it sounds like I'm making it up. There's this guy in a bomb-proof suit on roller skates, and then there's these giant mechs that leap over tall buildings and moo as they go. I mean, yeah, fair play, Lady Mappy. The Metal Gear series did not need to be as weird as it is, and it has essentially always been weird. Well, Metal Gear Ignore that. No one here, Ghostly Dan. Oh god, I have to get past you, don't I? No. No, I don't. But yeah, if you look at, like, a lot of the stuff that's in Metal Gear 2, there's, a lot of the enemies are named after Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. There's, I believe, Running Man, Predator, then there's an enemy called Ultravox. Yes, like Ultravox. And, what? There's a section where you have to distract deadly poisonous hamsters. And, what? Game's weird. It is also essentially, Metal Gear Solid is essentially a beat-for-beat retread of Metal Gear 2. Like, genuinely, beat for beat. You have to go and find the only female soldier in the base. Where is she? You know damn well. The game even does the same thing of going, it doesn't make sense that this is here. Nope. And just expecting you not to notice that it brought up a massive plot hole. Really? Really, this way? Stop running, Cass. When you run, your big stompy boots make big stompy noises, and the ghosts can hear where you are. And that's how they go and find you. See those yellow ones? That's how they know where you are. fine. It's fine. I'll bet you she's in the box. The same box as where Miu was. Hell yeah. Look, I found it. I feel like... See, everybody says why doesn't Kojima just make a movie? Because then he would have to have an editor. And he ain't got no time for that.
We made it.
Like, generally speaking, the dialogue in the games goes, you're in a Metal Gear base. That is to say, you're in a base containing Metal Gears. Which means you're in a base, the type of which you might find Metal Gears. In other words, be aware of Metal Gear, for you're in the base of the thing that... I said, get on with it! God! Ayane searched the Shrine of the Ephemeral. She located and rescued Tsumugi, who was being swallowed by the black water. An unsettling presence surrounded the pair. Beings from the Netherworld were all around. The pair of what? Anyway, last thread, escape with Tsumugi. You'll notice, I have Nightmare completed on this one. I don't know the difference between episode percent and archive percent. I thought, perhaps, episode percent was, have I completed the game on normal versus Nightmare? I don't know. That didn't increase it at all. Go figure. Ayane rescues Tsumugi from the shrine, but the two are surrounded by creatures from the Netherworld. Ayane takes Tsumugi with her and plans their escape. Within the Shrine of the Ephemeral, Ayane locates Tsumugi and rescues her from the black water. The next step is to plan their escape. Surrounded by evil spirits, Ayane knows she has to think fast. And this is not to say Kojima is bad at his job, of course, because there are elements where... I mean, he's had a multi-billion-dollar series. Obviously, he's good at his job, right? But there's a lot of things that... Hey, this is great! It's dangerous here. We need to get out. Fast. Hey, which way was the exit? Straight ahead. Tsumugi, you'll be fine. Follow me, Tsumugi. It's fine. But like, oh, the ink has gone. I was gonna say, I didn't think Ayane became wet like the other characters. Apparently, she does. But the part that comes to mind for me is there's a bit in Metal Gear Solid 5 where it becomes a survival horror game. Out of nowhere, this stealth action game becomes a survival horror game, and there's lots of little touches in the game engine and game direction. Suddenly it takes more of a green tint on the lens. The camera pulls in tighter on a slightly different angle to the rest of the game. And like, this was clearly done by someone who knows what they're doing. That wasn't an accident. And hell yeah, very well done, very well written. You feel awful playing that part of the game. Is that just the final boss? No, but it's one of them. Leaving! It's just when it comes to dialogue, I know that I've done that bit several times. That is to say, by which I mean, in other words, that's how the dialogue goes. And I don't get it. I'm the last person to be talking about brevity. But you know, get on it. Is this gonna be copyrighted, do you reckon?
You're
Let's find
suffering.
out.
Because of your
I Could you not put on a jumper? This is not... It would be a lot more, like, tender and heartwarming
understands how you feel. Like
if you weren't just, like... Kaboing! You know?
She's your family.
Come on.
It might not seem like it now, but don't worry. She cares for you very deeply. That's what families are. People who care for one another.
Not you, Kasumi!
It's okay. You'll get stronger.
As a dead or alive joke. Hell yeah. So this was essentially a DLC campaign in a game that didn't have DLC campaigns. And I think it's really, really cool.
I'll get strong.
Just out of nowhere. Do you want to go play, this weird little extra scenario? Hell yeah, you do. I do. That was fun. And it's a completely different kind of tension and terror compared to the rest of the game. That one was a lot more punchy and oh god, oh god, oh god! Whereas, you know, the game itself was a lot more slow, creeping dread. As Empirical mentioned, that's a real good kind of horror. I am suddenly blind. That's twice now the game has done that. And if I had my way, I'd have Fuyuhi occasionally move around on that loading screen. Do I have concept art? I'm going to finish up soon, because I just rolled over into 3 hours. But, like, do I have concept art? I want to look at concept art. And then Fatal Frame 4 isn't here because they didn't announce that yet. This is part of the, oh yeah, that's the artwork that we've all seen. This is part of the, deluxe edition. Hey, you wanna, like... Do you have a bunch of JPEGs? JPEGs are great. We just took some still models and flat renders. There you go. Well, there you go. That's a bonus that's in the game. I could show it all off. I'm not going to. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to quickly load up Twitch over here and find out whomst I'm going to raid into. Well, I know who it's going to be that we're going to raid into. It's gonna be Grim, because Grim came over here to say hello to us. And then the last thing I'm gonna do is oh, it's not there. Oh well, I'm gonna tell you the red font that is used in this game. ITC Arnova. There you go. That's the last bit of Fatal Frame trivia on my channel. Have fun, everybody. Thank for watching, everybody. Do come back tomorrow. We're going to be starting something new tomorrow. What is it? It's RPG. I haven't I haven't played it for 15 years. Oh my god. Thank you very much for watching along, chatting along. Thank you very much for the hype train, everybody. You guys are great. Come back tomorrow for video games. And until next time, goodbye.